In this video, we are going to subtract 2-digit by 2-digit numbers using open number line. So if I am subtracting 84 minus 39, okay, I'm going to use the open number line. Why do I call it an open number line? Because if I'm using an open number line, I can start anywhere on that number line. So another thing that we've talked about with subtraction is finding the distance between the minuend and the subtrahend. Okay, so I want to find the distance between these two numbers. So I'm going to start with the smallest number, and the smallest number is 39 that I'm looking at. My goal is to get to 84. Okay, so I'm starting at 39. Your best bet is to always get to that decade number. What do I mean by decade number? Those are your tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get to that decade number. Well, I know if I'm at 39, my next decade number is 40. Well, how much did I have, how big of a hop did I have to go to get from 39 to 40? Well, they're actually next to each other on the number line, so my hop is only a +1. Okay? Now, this is where it can vary what your hops look like. If I'm focusing on doing each hop, I can say, okay, I'm at 40. Now, if I do a +10, notice I am marking at the top of each of my hops how far I go. This is important for the end. So if I added 1 to get to 40, now I'm doing +10 to get to 50. Am I at 84 yet? Nope. So I can do another 10, +10, and that gets me to 60. Not at 84 yet. I'm going to do another +10. That gets me to 70. I can do another one. So I'm going to do another +10, and that gets me to 80. Okay. If I'm at 80, can I do any more +10s? If you said no, then you are correct. Now I'm at 80, and I need to get to 84. Some people might hop by ones. That is perfectly fine. Some people might say, oh, well, I know I just need to do a +4, and I will get to 84. That is perfectly fine too. Okay? So, I got from 39 to 84. I know that I can now find the distance between the two numbers. Well, how do I figure that out? I have to look at all the hops that I did. Okay? So I'm going to start with my tens because you want to start with your larger number first. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so I got to 40. Now I have these on the side. So if I'm at 40, I could say 44, and then one more gets me to 45. So that's how I can do hops on a number line. Another way, some of you may need this part to see each of the hops. Some might say, okay, 39 plus 1 to 40, I got to 40. Well, I know to go from 40 to 80 is +40. And then they would do another 4 to get to 84. Some are ready for this. Some, it is okay to make those smaller hops, especially because you're going to do this again when you get into hundreds and thousands. So it's better to make sure your hops are accurate than to worry about doing bigger hops. Are either of those wrong? No. They both get you to the same answer. They're both showing subtraction using the open number line. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do 91 minus 44. Okay, so I'm going to draw my open number line. Notice my starting point is close to the edge. I don't want to start in the middle. because then I'm going to run out of room, right? I want to start close to the edge. So I'm at 44, starting 44. And I do try to make my 1 hop smaller than my 10 hops, just to show the difference there. So I'm at 44. This is where your friends of 10 really come into play. Because if I'm looking at 4, and I know my next decade that I need to get to is 50, what is friends with 4 to get to the next decade? If you said 6, you are correct. 6 and 4 are friends of 10. That will get me to my next 10. Okay? That's why knowing your friends of 10 are really important. That 4 and 6 help me to get to my next decade. Okay, so now I'm at 50. Now I can do hops by 10. So I'm going to do a 10 hop. 50 plus 10 gets me to 60. I'm going to do another 10 hop. 60 plus 10 gets me to 70. Another 10 hop. 70 plus 10 gets me to 80. Am I there yet? Nope, I still need to get to 90. So another 10 hop. 80 plus 10 gets me to 90. Notice I'm also not cramming my hops together. I notice when some kids like to cram it together, then you can't write the numbers, okay? So I got to 90, but I need to get to 91. So I'm going to do one more hop, and that gets me to 91. Okay, where do I find my difference? Where do I find the answer here? I'm going to circle that. Okay, so again, I'm going to start with my 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. Then I have 46, 47. So 91 minus 44 equals 47. Okay. I am going to put this problem here. And you can pause the video to try it if you'd like, and then come back to check it. So I wrote my problem. I have my open number line. If you want to pause the video, you can pause right here. Okay. So I'm looking at 63 minus 27. So my number line is going to start at my smaller number, which is 27. Okay. Now, I know my next decade after the 20s is 30, but I'm at 27. So what's friends with 7 to help me to get to that next decade? If you said 3, you are correct. 27 plus 3 gets me to 30. If you're struggling a little bit on your friends of 10, make sure that you practice those. Okay? So I'm at 30, and now my goal is to get to 63. So I'm going to do a 10 hop. That gets me to 40. I'm going to do another 10 hop. That gets me to 50. I'm going to do another 10 hop. That gets me to 60. Okay, I can't do any more 10s. But I need to get to 63. So I'm going to hop 3 more. And that gets me to 63. Now I need to find my difference. Difference meaning the distance between these two numbers, 'cause that's what subtraction is. I'm going to look at these. Now you guys don't have to circle all these. I'm just circling it for visual. I'm going to count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 33, 36. So 63 minus 27 is 36. And that is how you use open number line to help you subtract 2-digit numbers.